Hey there, how's it going today? Welcome to another fantastic episode of Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really do appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me just one moment. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So my name's Mike, and what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't really matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff on this channel. I really do hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So guys, it is today it is the 4th, so we're filming this on the 4th, and it is a new month. And with a new month comes a new unboxing. And this unboxing is coming from a usual place. But real quick, before we get into it too much, I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna go ahead and kick it back to the previous me, and he's gonna go ahead and reiterate a little bit about what we're doing on this channel, and he might even be able to tell you a little bit about what THCA is, if any of y'all are still unsure or unfamiliar about what that is. And after that, we're gonna be hopping right into this unboxing. Alright, as you guys know, I review federally legal hemp products and devices on this channel. And some of these products have THCA in the name. And THCA is one of those things that has an awful lot of people confused right now. So if you're one of those people that's confused, give me just one moment. Let me explain a little bit. I might be able to educate you a little bit about what THCA actually is. And THCA stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. Basically, it's the precursor to what we know now as Delta 9 THC. All right. So, in and of itself, though, guys, THCA is not psychoactive. You're not going to go out and eat a piece of a hemp plant and get any elevated effects. It does not work like that. It first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation may sound like a fancy chemistry word, and it's because it is, but it's very simple in principle. And it simply means application of heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's environmental heat, just the heat of the sun, it's a hot day outside, or, we're applying some artificial heat with some flame or with an electronic heat source like I like to use. We are decarboxylating that THCA molecule, and it's dropping that A right off the end of that molecule chain, and it's leaving you with good old-fashioned THC. So, guys, I want to be very clear on this. For all intents and purposes, the THC that everybody that you've ever spoken to or has ever spoken about before this, before 2018, they have been referring to THCA, the naturally occurring compound found on the plant. All right? Very clear about that. It is basically the same thing everybody's always spoken about. But the great thing is, since 2018 in the federal farm bill, we can get all these things to our doors. We don't have to go out and, you know, deal with strange people at odd times of night, potentially go out and, waste our time at the least and risk our safety at the worst. Now we just get it mailed to us, and when you get your packages in the mail, you're going to be getting something like this. This is a letter, a notice to law enforcement and the Postal Service. And it just dictates what is in the package, and it does list the applicable sections of the 2018 Farm Bill that the things in the package are covered under. Very important to hold on to these guys. You don't want to get rid of these right now. They pack flat. Just hold on to them. There's no reason to throw these out at this moment. For the foreseeable future, hold on to these and hold on to any COAs or certificates of analysis that you may have with your products. All right. All right, guys. So I mentioned we're doing an unboxing today, and of course, you've already seen the thumbnail, so you know what we're looking at today is March's the weed box. All right. So the weed box, as I mentioned before, this is actually a bit of a more petite box. It's a smaller box. The weed box, as I mentioned before, is not a subscription box, guys. You do not have to get locked into any sort of subscription or anything like that to acquire these. It's a curated box with a bunch of different cool stuff in it. It comes out every month, and it's one of my favorite parts of the month. To be quite honest, I love opening up my weed box. It's really cool. Um, these are your standard type boxes that they come in. They're all very well packaged, and yeah, let's get right into it. Why don't we? So, opening it up, you have win a free box. Post a picture of your box, including the logo, and enter it, and you're entered to win a free box. Got you a little sticker. Really nice green packing material. We've got our Huff weed socks, our Huff socks. We have King Palm, Berry Turks, Leaf Rolls, two Slims. Like the sample that we got today is Berry Punch, 29.34% hybrid. Got all the information on the back. Scan that for your COA. They sent an airhead with it, so you a little bit of get your munchie on afterwards. Flipper lighter, very standard. This is a glass chillum. It says it's a one hitter, so we'll be checking that out. And this is the piece. Now, this is a smaller piece, guys. That's the smaller box. This is the March piece. I believe this is a new one for them. I'm not sure if I've seen one of these before with them. And you'll see why here. This is a glycerin piece, guys. So it's got glycerin up here. You can see it moving around a little bit. This gets chilled. You put it in your freezer or your fridge, and that gets chilled. And yeah, that's what you got. And thank goodness it still fits 14 millimeter joint. All right, so I'm gonna get this packaging material out of the way. And here is the bowl. Always be careful, guys, when you're unwrapping these. They send plenty of packaging material, so go slow when you're unwrapping. Don't let anything roll out of the pack and hit anything. Now, the downstem in this is a solid downstem. That's not going anywhere. That is permanently fused. So, and it doesn't have any side slits or anything. This is a 5-inch beaker. Really nifty little thing there. All right, see what else we got here. We're gonna open up this glass chillum. Right, chillum in a doob tube, and that's yeah, that's your one hitter, but that is a very large size bowl for a one hitter. Most one hitters only have about a third of that size bowl. So this is a little more than a one hitter, I would say. This is probably, I don't know, maybe a two hitter. Interesting in how it's made. It really does have an interesting choke point there. If you see, that is, I mean, you can just pack it directly in. That is a very, very tight airflow. That's very tight airflow. I'm not sure if we'll be using that today. All right, let's get a tray out and check out this berry punch. Let me see what this berry punch is real quick. Okay, and it says it's a cross of Romulan and blueberry. I've had blueberry. I've had, I've not had Romulan. Oh goodness, that smells delightful. That smells absolutely wonderful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous little flower, guys. Really pretty. Really, really pretty. You can see that there. Really nice stuff. All right, guys. So what I'm gonna do now, since this is a glycerin piece, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a cut here, and I'm gonna get this in the fridge. Put a little bit of water in the bottom of it, get a little bit of percolation going through it, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna try it out. And yeah, I think I'm kind of gonna enjoy it. I think it'll be a nice piece. Get some good flavor from it. I mentioned before that the smaller the piece, the more dense flavor you get. And but it's one of those things that you have to trade off because things can get a little bit too warm when you get smaller. So I'm wondering how well the glycerin is actually going to help with that. So I'm going to see if that's going to help offset some of the warming. So hang tight, guys. We're going to be right back. All right, guys, we're back, and I am really, really excited about all this. This thing here, guys, I put it in the freezer for like 10 minutes. This is ice cold, like really cold. Um, Real cold, real fast. So I'm really excited to try that. And as has become very, very common, the sample from the wheat box is extremely healthy. It didn't take me any time, maybe about 5 minutes to get 10 good shots for you guys. You guys should be seeing those now. I'm not going to say too much about the flower that can't be said uh, just by you looking at it. The pictures kind of speak for themselves in this case. Weather here is changing quite a bit. I think we're going to be due for an early spring, so I do think it's going to be warming up very soon. And this little piece might come in handy during the summer, spring and summer. I'm going to go ahead and grind up this whole gram, and we're going to be trying it first with the vape, with the one hit wonder, just for the sake of not skewing my flavor, my taste too much. And we're going to be skipping the microdose bowl, and we're going to skip straight to the hybrid matrix injector bowl, which we'll be using with the diffuser side. And then from there, we'll be going and we'll be combusting a bowl. I owe it to you guys to show you the thing in use with smoke, so that's what we're gonna do. And be honest, combustion all tastes like, well, it tastes like combustion to me, but I will make an exception for you guys. All right, so here we go. Little itty bitty piece. We're gonna give it a shot. Very, very cold with just about 10 minutes in the freezer. So that is tasty. Wow, it's very tasty. I may put a little too much water in there. I always do that with beakers. I put it flat and I want to raise the water level up to where it's covering the thing. And I always forget the beaker is supposed to go like that. So I always overfill my beakers every time. Every time. So yeah, when you guys fill your beakers, Don't fill it from the top. Fill it from the side and make sure it's on its side so that you don't wind up overfilling it. Throw my stepper on there, see if I can get a little more suction from it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Real nice. That's definitely a kick of berry. That's definitely a kick of berry. That's berry punch. It's very punchy berry. Very tasty. I feel like it's going to be fairly potent too. On online on All Bud, it shows an 80-20 sativa dominant hybrid, Romulan cross with blueberry. So that's going to wake me up. It's going to get me focused. Might relieve anxiety, chronic pain, depression, fatigue, nausea, stress. Some of those I can see, some of those maybe not. Uh, Very dominant on blueberry. Very forward on blueberry. Got a bit of a sour note to it, but not too heavy. Very very good. Go ahead and burn one, shall we? Wow, I'm digging this piece, guys. It's small, but the glycerin part of it that really does cool it down. Like I can feel it's a cooler hit. You know, you're pulling much cooler smoke or vapor or what have you through than you would normally. And I mean, it's similar, I guess, to stacking some ice uh, down in a piece. But I don't know. For some reason, I feel like this just functions really well. You can tell I don't combust often. Very nice, very nice flavor on it. On the bud is right on point. It's a berry punch. It's as berry punch as it could get, to be honest. Um, I wouldn't know how to describe it other than that. Like if somebody came to me and gave me a name or told me to give a name to this, I'm like, I don't know, man. It's just all berry. Very nice flower. Very nice piece. This is a nice. It's a very cool little change of pace for my weed box pieces that I've had. This one is going to be another one of those. It's going to be super easy to clean, easy to maintain, and it's going to be one of those that I don't know, it's just functional and very petite. I like my petite pieces. I mean, I've got a couple of larger pieces that I like, but for some reason, I really do gravitate toward the smaller ones because I like to switch it out regularly. And um, let's face it, I don't have a lot of room here where I am. Very tight space. So I can have more smaller pieces and be happy with it. You know what I mean? So really, really nice. That's still ice cold. I mean, it's been out for a while, but it's still really, really cold. All right, guys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my little unboxing of the weed box. This was the March box. Really nice. You guys are interested? Go check them out. Like I say, they're not a subscription box. You don't have to get locked into any subscriptions or anything like that. You just check them every month, and every month it's a new curated box with all sorts of different nifty stuff in it. And one thing I will say, and I tell you guys this every video. One thing I will say, when you get your weed box, keep the socks. Keep these socks. I mean, I love my weed box puff socks, so I always keep them, and I recommend you do as well. Oh. All right, guys. So I've got to go on from here. I've got to go and set up for a live stream that I'll be doing shortly. But before I get onto that, I want to go ahead and let you guys know I will be doing an all day live stream on the 10th. March 10th is going to be my 1,000 subscriber celebration all day live stream. I do have several giveaways lined up. I have, I believe, at least 4 giveaways lined up. I'm working on getting additional ones. They will be held at evenly spaced uh, times throughout the stream, and we'll be doing what we can to give away some cool stuff. Hope you guys will come and join us. It'll be starting at around noon, and it'll last till midnight or 12 a.m. the next day. So noon Central Time on the 10th to midnight Central Time on the 11th. And yeah, love to see you guys there. If there's anything that you guys are seeing here on my channel that y'all are interested in, just check out my campsite.bio. You can find it at my profile page here on YouTube. If there's anything you'd like to see, let me know. Anything you're sick of seeing, let me know. I know that sounds like a broken record, but I'm going to regularly let you guys know that it's fine if you guys are sick of seeing something. Let me know you're sick of seeing it, and I'll do my best to change it. There's quite a lot of things that I do on this channel that are for me, but there's a lot of things that I'm more than happy to adjust if, you guys would like to see something new on occasion. Um, I do my best to keep changing things up regularly, but sometimes I might overlook something, and heck, you guys might have a good idea for an addition to my channel. So if you do have any ideas, let me know, please. Really excited about things to come. Um, yeah, I hope you guys have been doing fantastic. I hope you guys continue to do fantastic. Hope you're taking care of yourselves and your families, and y'all taking care of each other. Um, Make sure you keep that bell icon clicked so you get notified anytime I have a new video dropping. And yeah, till I see you next time, I want you guys to keep on keeping on, keep staying lifted, keep staying blessed. I'll talk to you very, very soon. Peace.